guys, it's Davy Lex. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing this makeup look that I have on. It's this like cranberry, like dark winter look, I guess. So I did this makeup look. I have a beanie on right now because it's snowing and it's crazy because it never snows in my town, like ever. So if you like this look already, want to see how I got it, then keep watching. Right now I'm doing my concealer. I don't wear foundation on a daily. I just wear concealer. And the one I've been using lately is the Wet n Wild Photo Focused one, and it's so good. The shade I have is Light Ivory, and I really like this I was gonna say eyeshadow concealer because it's super cheap. It's like $3. It has super good coverage for the price. It's really creamy and blendable. Like everything about it's so good. But I don't use foundation on a daily. I just cover a few spots that I want covered. So my cheeks is a big area because they tend to be really like rosy and red. And then I just focus on certain little areas that I want to cover. And then I just blend it out with a beauty blender. So I just set under my eyes with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Natural. I use this Real Techniques contouring brush to set under the eye, but I'm going to set the whole face with a powder brush, just very lightly, because I did put concealer like on the rest of my face, so I want to set it. So now for bronzer, I'm going to use this little like contouring palette by Beauty Treats. It's just like some random contouring palette. I'm going to mix these two shades together. That's what I like using it for. I like mixing the shades. But literally, I am so shocked that it's freaking snowing right now. Like, I'm dead serious when I say like it never snows here ever, and it's freaking snowing. So it's kind of crazy. And it's the day, like, I have to get out of my house and do stuff. Like, today I have a doctor's appointment. I have, like, no choice. Like, I have to go. And it's snowing on the day I have to get out of my house. Like, that's great. Oh, and if you didn't know, I don't like the cold weather. That's why I'm like, this is great. This would happen to me. Because I don't like being cold. And I know it's gonna be really cold. And then what I like doing after I like bronze or contour or bronze, whatever, I like going back with the brush I set my eyes with and kind of go in the areas where I want to keep them highlighted, just to make sure like no bronzer got in that area. So I like bronzing the sides of my nose, so I go in the center of my nose, then down here on the cheekbones under the contour area, and then in the center right here of my forehead. I don't want any bronzer in this area. I want this area like bright, so I like doing that. For blush, I'm gonna use one of my favorite blushes, and it's like a little gift from Sephora. It's a birthday gift. It's not like a legit blush kind of ish, but it's like the Tarte little mini blush that you get for your birthday. This one's in Party. It's one of my favorite shades like ever. So next I will be doing my eyebrows. What I use for my eyebrows is my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Chocolate. So my eyebrows didn't come out too bad. Always remember that eyebrows are not sisters. They're not twins. They're cousins. They don't have to be identical. They're different for a reason. If they were supposed to be identical, then they would be. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Eyebrows are different. It's all good. Our face isn't symmetrical, and that's okay. So now we're gonna go into the eyeshadows. I want to use this new palette. I have been using it for a while. Well, not a while. Like, I've used it twice. It's a new palette to me. I got it as a gift. Oh, I thought it said like the name on here. Okay, what the heck? It doesn't have the name on here. Okay, so it's like this little wallet looking thing, and it doesn't have a freaking name. And I threw away the box that had the name on it, so I'm kind of screwed. But if you see this at Sephora, it's that palette. It's like in this like coppery wallet looking packaging, and you open it up and it looks like this. And I've actually never used Sephora eyeshadows until now, so I've been trying them out. to see how I like them. I really like the palette. I like the shades in this like palette, and so far the shades are pretty good. Like, they're pretty good. I expected worse from Sephora, no offense, but they really impressed me. I really did like them. But I want to continue using them, and like I said, I want to bring in some cranberry into the look, so I'm gonna just dip into like these shades here. And this brow bone shade is so good. It's pretty, like, it's pretty pigmented, and it looks really nice on the brow bone. So I'm actually gonna first dip into this shade, and there's no like names, but it's like this rosy, like, taupe pinky shade. I'm gonna dip into that, and that's gonna be my crease shade. Okay, so now I have that blended into the crease. I used just a nice blending brush for this. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring out the cranberry shades now. So I have a few that I have in mind that I might want to use. So first I have this ColourPop single in the shade Static. It's a Super Shock shadow, and it's like this purpley, like, cranberry shade. It's really, really pretty. I might want to use that in the outer corner. And then I also have this NYC Individual Eyes palette. This one's like pretty old, but I love this cranberry shade in the palette. It's just so freaking beautiful. Ignore this, it's like dirty, but this cranberry shade is so pretty, so I might use that one as well. And then I brought out, of course, my Modern Renaissance, which has these nice pinks and that I can add onto the look. So I have a few options to pick from. I'm gonna dip in a little to Venetian red. Is that how you say it? Venetian red. Just a tiny bit. So what I'm planning on doing is adding all three shades, making it into like a more smoky look in the outer corner. So this look's gonna contain a lot of blending, because I'm gonna set this shade down, then go back in the first brush that we used to set our or to put our crease shade, and then blend this shade with this brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade, the cranberry shade from the NYC palette. This one doesn't have a name either. No, it doesn't have a name on it. No. I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of this one on a blending brush and put it right on top of the Venetian red. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am. Just so slightly, because this one is a bit darker. So this is going to bring in a little bit of that more cranberry purple shade into the outer corner. See, like, you can already see the difference. This has like that more purpley cranberry shade, and this has a more pinkish red. This is what I wanted. This is like what I'm striving for. Okay, and then with a even smaller brush, smaller blending brush, then I'm gonna go into the single shadow, the ColourPop single shadow in Static. This one does have a name. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this and then just put it on the outer corners, but very, very slightly. So I'm gonna try to make sure I get this like right here on the very, very edge. I don't want to bring it up too much, because like I said, I want this really smoky, so I want it to go from dark to light. I'm going to pick up a little bit of more Venetian red and then kind of blend this right here in the center of the lid. I want this shade to come out, like peep out a tiny bit more than what it is, so I'm kind of on the edge right here in the center of the lid, blending a little bit more of it. Then I'm actually going to go back into the second brush and go in with the NYC palette and add a little bit more of this as well. Going back with the first brush, with the first shade, the crease shade, and just blending up this look. So I found the shade I wanted, and it's in a palette that I never even use. I got it and I never use it. But it's actually not bad, like, at all. And I do use a few shades, just not so often. But this is the Holiday palette by Kylie Cosmetics. This is the Holiday 2016 palette. But the shades in here are beautiful. Like, they're really pretty. I just never use them. But for today, I will be using this cranberry shade over here. This really pretty red cranberry shade. It's so pretty. So this is my lid shade for today. And I'm actually going to be applying this with my finger. I have used this palette before. And the shimmery shades apply best with your finger. Yeah. I like that a lot. To add a little bit of deepness, I am gonna add a little tiny more. Where's my brush? A little tiny more of the ColourPop shadow, just to add a little bit more deepness. And then going back a little tiny bit with Venetian Red to add a little bit of color back into the look. I'm gonna go in with a little like shadow brush, something super little. This is my little brow bone shade brush. I'm gonna go into the Sephora palette, into this matte shade right here. It's super pretty. It's a nice creamy white brow bone shade, super nice. And I'm gonna set. I keep saying set. I'm gonna apply this under the brow bone. So I need a highlighty shade for the inner corner. So I'm gonna go into the Anastasia palette, the Modern Renaissance. I'm gonna go pick up a little bit of Vermeer, and that's gonna be your inner corner shade. It's time to start blending shades into our lower lash line. I'm gonna pick up the shade, this shade from the NYC palette. Pick up a little bit of this one. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit of liner, but I don't want to do a wing liner. I just want to do like a little bit of liner. This Real Techniques super tiny little eyeliner brush, going in with my Maybelline Eye Studio liner in the shade Black is Black. I love this liner. It's super good. If you need a gel liner, I recommend this one. It's really good for the price, especially it's drugstore, so it's cheap and it's awesome. So I'm loving this look. I'm getting the cranberry vibes that I wanted. Now it's time for mascara. The mascara we'll be using is this Maybelline Lash Sensational Curvitude Mascara. This little Tarte palette came from another big like palette thing that I got for the holidays 2 years ago. But I'm like using up this highlight shade because I haven't found one that's like this shade. It's like a pinky champagne shade, and it's so pretty with these type of looks, like these really like cranberry looks, or like more what are they called, cool tone looks, because it has like a pearly essence to it. It's like really pretty, and it just goes with like all of these looks really well. So I think I'm gonna go into this shade. This is Point Zero. This is by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. It was a collab. It's what are they called? Satin Lip. I really like this shade, and I think I am gonna go with this shade. I don't know if I like this lip shade. It's kind of confusing me. You know what? Actually, I do really like it. I was planning on wearing a beanie. Let's see how it looks with the eye look, because I did do my hair today and it's snowing and it's cold, so I don't want my hair to get all like messed up. This is the cranberry look I was going for. I really did like how it came out. The lip color I was kind of second guessing as soon as I put it on, but I think it is really pretty. Looks good with the look. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I really loved how it turned out. It was kind of like on the quicks. I was trying to hurry up because I need to leave soon, because I have a doctor's appointment, so I need to go now if I don't want to be late. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I loved how it came out. I will be doing more like wintry-ish looks and more Christmas looks later on in the next few videos, or in a few videos. The Christmas looks are coming. I do want to do some. So this is just like a cranberry winter type look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like me and like my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I have the shade. Oh, Just got eyeshadow all over my sweater. It's okay. I got it. With another little like blending brush, I'm gonna... I don't know if you guys can see him. My dogs are right there. See? Wow, my love. What, baby? Because it's snowing, so... Well, like I said, it's snowing, so I have to put them inside. Because it's too cold for them. They were asleep and now they want more deepness. Bless you! My dog sneezed, but that was like a big sneeze.